Who are you? Really? The voice in your head says, I, but who or what is speaking? You've been told you are one person, a single mind, a unified self. But ancient mystics, Jungian psychologists, and Hermetic adepts suggest otherwise. What if you're not one being, but a council? Within you are many, the inner child who longs to be seen, the warrior ready to protect, the lover aching for union, the sage who whispers in dreams, the shadow who waits in silence. These aren't mere metaphors, they're energetic entities, sub-selves, living aspects of a multidimensional consciousness. In ancient Egypt, the soul had parts. In Vedanta, the self is layered. In modern depth psychology, archetypes guide and govern from within. And here's the twist. Most people never meet their inner court. They walk through life ruled by unseen parts, believing it's all them. But the path to real power starts with awareness. The moment you ask, not what am I, but who am I speaking as right now? Because you are not one, you are many. What if the conflict inside you isn't a flaw but a dialogue? The part of you that wants to stay in bed, the part that wants to chase success, the one who craves love, and the one who wants to be left alone. They all speak at once. These aren't random thoughts. They are voices of different selves within you. Carl Jung called them archetypes. The mystics called them energies, spirits, or demons. The Hermeticists said the soul is like a temple filled with living forms of will. Each one has its own tone, its own vision, and often they clash. Have you noticed how you sabotage yourself? One part sets goals, another part quietly resists. One self meditates, another checks the phone. It's not that you're weak, it's that you're many. Most people try to silence the conflict, but the wise ones listen. Because when you understand who's speaking, you begin to lead. Not suppress, not obey. Lead. You are not broken. You are a council. Multiplicity doesn't mean confusion. It means depth. Each self inside you was formed for a reason. The warrior who defends, the child who hides, the lover who aches, the critic who judges. All of them were born in response to life, trauma, love, pressure, joy. And they didn't vanish. They live within you still, shaping your responses and your sense of identity. But here's the spiritual secret. You are not any one of them. You are the awareness that holds them all. Mystics called it the silent witness. Psychologists call it the observing self. It's the part of you that can see the storm without becoming it, that can listen to the screaming voices inside and still choose a wiser way. And the more you practice this witnessing, the more these inner selves begin to align, not by force but by recognition. You don't exile them, you hear them, you thank them, you integrate them, because only through honoring your inner multiplicity do you become whole. If this stirred something deep in you, maybe it's not the first time you've heard it, maybe you're just remembering. Go deeper. The next video is already waiting. Most people spend their lives arguing with their parts. They suppress the angry one, mock the fearful one, over-identify with the achiever, ignore the broken one. This inner war fragments us. It splits our attention. And worse, it blocks spiritual energy from flowing freely. But when you begin to see these inner voices not as enemies but as guardians, something shifts. The inner child isn't weak. She's your memory keeper. The cynic isn't evil. He's your protector from disappointment. The rebel isn't wild. She's the spark of your freedom. Every self has a story. Every voice is trying to help you survive. So instead of silencing them, you listen. You name them. You sit with them in meditation. And when you do, the tension eases. The noise softens. Your inner council becomes a circle of wisdom, not chaos. Because unity doesn't mean sameness, it means harmony within diversity. Multiplicity isn't a flaw, it's sacred architecture. Ancient mystery schools didn't seek to fix the fragmented self. They revered it. They taught that each inner self is like a constellation, a distinct energy orbiting your core awareness. The mystic's task wasn't to silence the parts, but to choreograph them into alignment. In Kabbalah, they spoke of the nefesh, ruach, and neshama, layers of soul, not a singular self. In Sufism, the nafs is not one thing but many states. Even modern psychology echoes this through internal family systems. Your mind is a community, not a monologue. This means your job isn't to destroy your shadows, but to understand their function. Each you developed for a reason. The perfectionist shielded you from chaos. The romantic softened your world. The judge protected your boundaries. You are not a mistake of too many selves. You are a temple of conscious multiplicity. Multiplicity is not chaos. It's a system of divine order misunderstood. When your sub-selves clash, it's not dysfunction, it's miscommunication. The key is learning their language, their triggers, fears, needs. The warrior within you wants justice, the child wants safety, the lover wants connection. You don't silence them, you listen, you mediate. Mystical traditions used symbols, breathwork, and ritual to unify the psyche. A mandala wasn't just art, it was a mirror of the internal cosmos. Each color, each shape, represented a part of you seeking harmony. You are the center of this constellation, the witness, the conductor, the divine thread weaving these selves together. When you stop labeling your inner world as broken and begin honoring it as sacred, the battle dissolves, integration begins, and spiritual power returns. This is not fragmentation. This is multidimensional wholeness. Most people live with only one voice turned up loud, the ego, but awakening comes when you adjust the volume on all your inner selves and hear the full symphony. Meditation becomes a council meeting. Dreams turn into coded messages from hidden archetypes. Emotional triggers are no longer enemies. They're inner parts calling for attention. This isn't about becoming someone else. It's about becoming everyone you already are, consciously. In shadow work, you don't kill the shadow, you illuminate it. The jealous part wants to feel seen. The angry part wants to be protected. The fearful part wants to trust. Ancient systems knew this. Gnostic texts spoke of the many within the one. Tibetan Tantra saw emotions as deities. Kabbalah mapped the soul into layered dimensions, not a single monolith. To truly evolve, you must stop choosing sides within yourself. You are not at war. You are a temple of voices, each with a truth, waiting to be honored. What happens when you embrace your multiplicity instead of fearing it? Your inner world transforms. You no longer chase a false idea of consistency. Instead, you learn to dance with your changing moods, your shifting roles, your many masks. Not to be fake, but to be fluid. True authenticity isn't about being the same every day. It's about being aware of who is present inside you at any given moment, and allowing that part to express with integrity. Your wise inner elder might guide your choices one day. Your fierce warrior may need to protect your boundaries the next. Your playful child might help you heal. By learning to listen inwardly, you become a conductor of energies, not a victim of inner chaos. The more you integrate, the more coherent your external reality becomes. Multiplicity isn't fragmentation, it's expansion. It's the soul expressing through 1,000 windows, each reflecting a facet of truth. You are not just one person. You are a living constellation of selves, and it's time to meet them all. Are you truly just one person, or is that just the loudest voice inside pretending to be the whole of you?